important. And here we go, start of the final one. Oh, flight straight away and eased for one. Airborne, smack that one. That's a wonderful stroke. Wow, that is power. What strength from
Not a small boundary. You can understand from Parnell's perspective, he's thinking there's a massive short boundary to the leg side, and also they know the strength of Myers. The pick-up pull is one of his attacking options.
Oh, he's cracked that one too. And he sent that into the bleachers. Terrific shot. Now there's two beauties from Myers in the second.
I think Myers was really waiting for that, gave himself a bit of momentum walking into it and just got his hands swinging through. I think West Indies will really be looking for him to make a big contribution.
Oh, that's leg side, that's gone, that's travelled. Strong shots, this time from
Free
King.
hit, and no matter who's batting, if it's in that area, they're just going to swing through the line because they know if there's any bat on it, it's going to disappear.
Yeah, they'll try and stay away from that boundary. However, it's been fetched, and that is a huge hit.
They're going hard.
I don't know what you think, Sean, but I think if I was Lungi, I wouldn't be all too sad, all too angry about that ball. I think the batter there definitely made a play, got inside his line. Yeah, he might have given him a bit of length, but I think it's a fantastic shot there by King. I think on another day with an extra bit of bounce, he could have got
3 balls. A full toss, slower ball, fetched it. That's also gone for 4. Thin air, very thin air here at the full toss, bunted, 4 more. He's travelling, Lungi's travelling. Bowled him, knocked him off his feet, knocked back it off stump, and that's the end of Myers.
You're right, just the second delivery of the match. A little bit of shape in as well. That is timber. That's exactly what South Africa were after. They needed a breakthrough. They needed to somehow stem the flow. 39 on the board already, but now the West Indies lose their one. Myers, who played well, some lusty blows from him. He has to be on his way for 17.
Rabada's the challenge. And he's got him as well. 2 and 2. Myers has gone. Charles has gone. 2 huge headers for the West Indies. He was sensational, but not tonight.
This is the delivery from Rabada. Once again, fantastic length. Just a slight inside edge onto the leg stump. And we may have to have a look at a pitch map from KG because these 3 deliveries from him have been on point.
Nice shot in the covers from Paran.
Now this is going to be our gauge on the surface. The outfield haze, it's particularly...
That's whipped away. There is protection, but it is that short boundary again, and it's just gone for 4 in no time. There it is, there's a short one, it's picked up, but it's picked up superbly. That has gone rows back, many rows back. Again, an indication of how this white ball travels at the
It wasn't short enough, it was kind of a length delivery onto the thigh pad, and that's a bit of a free hit. Temba was touching on last over about the 6 that was produced and how it doesn't really matter if it's the short or the long boundary. There was another case in point. Speed on the ball into the hip, and he's just backing. If he gets anything on it, it's going to go well over Rabada.
Oh, nothing you can do about that. Just clipping the pad. I mean, it's a touch too straight from the bowler, but Rabada's attacking the stumps. And the more I see of this cricket, the more I think you got to bowl your best ball. Oh, man back, doesn't matter. Picks the big boundary and nails it.
Not missing out tonight. That's one of the long boundaries. He had it with ease.
It goes again. That's even bigger. That's a magnificent strike of a cricket ball. It must have gone, I don't know, 20, 25 rows back to the biggest boundary.
And Bjorn Fontaine slightly short. Quick feet from Purin. Rocking bat and absolutely moosing that over deep square. To the long boundary again, but as we mentioned, the altitude, ball travels a mile in Joburg.
Long time since I've heard moosing it. And again, don't worry about that. That's 6 more. 3 in the over and a ball remains. Wonderful batting.
The boundary size he thinks, and he's looking so far to have the power to get it over there.
Sure can. Balls it in. Oh, he can't. Well. It's good pace from Nortje, but it's extraordinary how quickly the batsman responded to it. Got him! Genius from Nortje. He eyed that up. I'm telling you, he was aiming at the base of the leg stump, and he hit the base of leg stump.
That I like about bowlers. You are clear at the top of your mark as to what delivery you want to bowl, but you still have to have half an eye as you get into your guard and to make an adjustment. Nortje did just that because King showed his hand too early. Sign of an excellent bowler.
Oh, what a ball. What a ball. What a ball. What a difficult catch that would have been for first slip had he been there. Oh, heck. Start, that is. Rothman Powell is happier against Aiden Markram than against Anrich Nortje.
There's the perfect example. Bish hitting to the big side of the ground, hitting to the long boundary, backs himself, knows he can hit it. Got going straight away into his innings here. Knows there's no time to waste, needs a big score.
Now he's bowled him. Again, maybe too much too soon from the batsman.
Oh, you love to see it. Aiden Markram should have been a fast bowler. He's one of the angriest spinners I've ever seen in my life. He's got from the front here, getting it for 6. Dragging his length slightly shorter. To be fair, that could have gone out of the boundary too. But big wicket for the Proteas.
But you can just let our viewers know exactly. There's a wicket, by the way. We'll come back to that in a sec, Russie. In the meantime, we're going to go upstairs to our commentators.
Finally, Bungiti, he gets one. A good.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what actually happened there. The reaction of Quinton de Kock means he didn't take it cleanly, and that's why it nearly squirted through and almost hit him in the face. But another important wicket for South Africa. Round the wicket on the angle for Ngidi, and just getting that ball just straightened once it pitches. Finds a feather of an edge through. And Puran, who's been so dangerous, he's got his 41 of 19. He has to be on his way.
Nicely played. Fast outfield, has found the gap, and away that goes for 4. Rifa. Oh, it's gone. It's gone all the way.
You can see tossed up, outside off. Rifa goes for it. Doesn't get all of it. Reza almost getting the one-hand beauty there.
Oh! It's a long way up in the air, but it's far enough because it doesn't have to go very far that way. 6 runs.
Yeah,
Holder in on the act.
60. And he struck some wonderful blows that night. So players, they often get good vibes when they come back to a venue where they performed well at. And he's showing us that he's more than capable again tonight.
Talking about good vibes and bad vibes, I'm sure I saw AB de Villiers put him that side of the stadium, that side of the ground on the fastest 150. So he'll know it well, but on this occasion turning it into his.
There he goes again. Short. Tried to pull it. Couldn't. Pace. That's what's done that. Another wicket for South Africa. It's that man Nortje.
It's important that he keep picking up these wickets. It's just 13 overs gone. And the West Indies will have to at some stage try and bat these overs out. The hand comes off. Contact nowhere near what he was after. Easy take for Miller.
Yeah, nasty play. That's a beautiful shot.
Yeah, Lungi Ngidi's got hands on his head and he wasn't happy at all. In fact,
That's up in the air. Taken. Another wicket goes down. Oh, they're crumbling, the West Indies. A procession here at the Bullring.
Here he goes in, bangs the wicket. Chase goes after it, off on the front foot, gets it, stickered. Goes straight to Klaasen at a short mid-wicket. South Africa in the pound seat. West Indies 149 for 7.
they're also showing how effective it can be. You've got to put your first over behind you.
Well enough from Reefer. On the up, no half volley there.
Again, the altitude we talk about, I don't think he's got this near the middle of the bat. Vital 6 for the West Indies. Need to get as many on the surface as they can. And the inside half of the bat. Kept his shape. A much needed the boundary for the West Indies.
Oh my goodness. Oh yes. Excellent fielding indeed.
Great movement, great skill. And that's a vital wicket for the Proteas, and Reefer just looked to get going.
He spends so much time working on that sort of stuff, David Miller. He's a brilliant fieldsman, brilliant catcher, so dangerous at long off, long on in the white ball game when he gets towards the end, but sweeping on this. One-handed pick up and throw, little underarm, one stump to aim at. Well,
now that's not the ball. You hate yourself as a bowler to finish your spell like that, bowling outside of stump. 177 for 8. That's a top shot. It really is a wonderful shot, because you could see Parnell looking to go wide of off stump. That's a big side of the ground.
Stumps.
That's got some mileage on it. That is a wonderful strike from Alzarri Joseph. Crowd catch. Important runs for the West Indies.
absolutely. Carried and carried and carried. Terrific shot from Joseph. Terrific sound off the bat also. Good solid swing, firm base. Great result.
Yes. This is the quality of some of the West Indies lower order batting. If they can get the pacing of the innings right, guys like Shepherd, massive, 200 comes up, yeah, she sees it. That was big, astonishing.
Terrific six to the next ball. The low full toss just disappeared. Right out of the screws. Pick the bones out of that.
Oh, he hit that. Oh, what wonderful ball striking from the man from Berbice in Guyana, Romario Shepherd. More of it. Another six for Shepherd. 2, 6, 4, 6. Which country code is that?
Work.
If the partnership comes up, there have been 8 first innings totals of 200 or more here at the Wanderers. 3 of them have been successfully chased. I wonder what the West Indies have learned from that previous game. Oh, Romario! What wonderful finesse, touch and
Slot. It had to be hit though. It's Rabada bowling it. That is just extraordinary. Going deep. Punch. Great control. No follow through. Right out of the middle. Strong rests. 6 more. What an over.
And that is pure power from Romario Shepherd. And there's no targeting short or big boundary.
anticlimax should be 2. Run, Joseph, run. What a finish to this innings by Romario Shepherd. 44 from 22 deliveries, a strike rate of 200. And the West Indies close their 20 overs at 220 for 8. Game on here at the Wanderers in the decider.
And they go with momentum to that change room. They've got momentum. Partnership of 59 off 26. That was
had a little bit of a collapse in the middle of the innings. King was good at the top. Puran 41 from 19. 27 for Reefer before he was run out. But it was Romario Shepherd showing his wares with the bat that got the West Indies up to 220.
South African bowlers, they would have felt at 15 over mark, they would have been ahead of the game. But Nokia superb tonight. Gage Rabada was superb. Last over took a bit of a pace there.